Well, hello there. It's been a while. So, yes, I'm back painting again. It's been an absolutely awful couple of months going through funerals and things to do with one of our family members passing away. But it's time to move on and get back to work. So I thought the perfect miniature today, because of the way things are at the moment, is let's do the Ed Pugh tribute miniature, because this man was an absolute amazing person, and of course everybody respected him, and he was the backbone and the main part of Reaper Miniatures. So let's get back into the painting. I shall get this miniature all based up, and then we'll get into the painting. Now, this is a tribute miniature by Dark Sword Miniatures. Now, Dark Sword Miniatures, as most of you probably know, make absolutely beautiful miniatures. In fact, let me see, I think I have, there we go, I got this very limited edition miniature from the Elmore range. This is actually from the Dark Sword Miniatures as well. So it's absolutely gorgeous, and I will be doing this metal dragon in a show in the very near future. Absolutely beautiful miniature from Dark Sword Miniatures. Okay, I'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay, with the magic of cinema, that 5 minutes is instantaneous. So what we've done here, I put it onto a little oval base, and I've added some sand. Now, this is my mixture of sands. Now, it's very fine sand mixed in with some broken seashells, and I find it makes an absolutely perfect little sandy base, perfect for your dungeons. Now, we've got to leave it to dry. Now, I've added it some PVA glue, so we're going to just wait for this to dry, but I'm going to give you a little 360 of the actual miniature. As you can see, it's a necromancer, and you've got two little skeletons in front. You've got a little head just popping up there, and the main skeleton just rising there. And of course, our necromancer is doing all the work and making him rise from the grave. Absolutely beautiful little diorama miniature. So this is going to look fab. Now we're going to go for very dark colours. What we're going to do, I'm going to do a base coat all of black. And then we'll be dry brushing the base grey, so it's like a dungeon floor. We'll be using some purples for the cloak for the necromancer, and of course we'll have skeleton bone. So actually it's going to be a very simple paint, but it should look very nice. So I shall come back once we're ready to paint. Okay, so the miniature, we've got some of the blocking in of colours done. What we used today was we used a chitin for the bones. We have some wolfsbane purple. This is a new purple from Reaper Miniatures that I've been trying out here. It's a very nice wolfsbane purple. I've been using that on the cloak there. We got some shadow silver for the helmet and the little trinkets around the actual cloak there. So what we're going to do now, I'm mixing some dragon white with some purple, with the purple, and we're going to mix that together and just add some purple highlights on top of the dark purple which I've already added. So we're just going to finish off the cloak by adding some nice little highlights onto the cloak on the highest areas, like so. And just on the top there. So I want to keep this miniature as dark as possible, so it really is a minimalistic highlights on the highest areas of the cloak. Just a tiny little light source maybe coming off certain parts of the clothing. last final highlight, just on the tops here, extra bright purple. Now what I'm going to do for the shades is we're going to cover the skeleton with some Agrax Earthshade, and the whole of this miniature now is going to be given a black ink wash, because what I've used vampiric skin for the face, and instead of using my normal flesh wash by Army Painter, what we'll do is we'll just use an ordinary black ink wash, because that will work much better with the vampiric skin. So I'll add them and then come back, and then we'll do the eyes, and then all we got to do is dry brush the base. And like I say, it's a very simple little paint, but it'll look fab once it's finished. For the last part of this miniature, we're just going to be doing the eyes. Now let me just go through what I've done here. Now on the base there, you can see I've dry brushed some grey. Now what we've used here is some concrete grey by MSP Paints, and I've gone over with the dry brush with the grey, and then I went over again with a little bit of dragon white on top of that, just to highlight the little rocks. The miniature there, the bones have been Agrax Earthshade added, and of course we've had a black ink wash over the whole of the necromancer, and of course I added grey to the bottom of the cloak to match in with the base, as you can see. So she's got a grey and it blends in nicely. Now I want the necromancer to be bonded with the skeletons that it's rising from the ground, so what I've done, I've added 2 white blobs of dragon white for the eyes. I've painted the magic coming from his hands with white, and I've also done the skeleton's eyes white there, and we're going to use some of this Tesseract Glow by Games Workshop to do the eyes and the magic. Now all we need to do is go to each one of the eyes, one there, one there, and then add these onto the magic as well. And if we do this to the eyes of the skeleton, it will make it look like it's all connected together, and the necromancer is using his magic to make these skeletons rise from the ground. So the necromancer's got green eyes, and if we add the green to the eyes of the little skeleton here, it'll look like it's under the control of the necromancer. There we are. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely beautiful miniature, and tons of respect to Dark Sword Miniatures for showing their respect to Ed Pugh as well. Now I'll give you a 360 of the finished miniature. I want to thank everybody that stayed supporting me throughout the last couple of months. It has been a difficult couple of months for me and my family, but I am back to work now, and I should be pushing out all the videos. I'm trying to get at least 5 done a week for the time being, and then hopefully we'll get up to nearly 6 videos a week depending. So I'm going to stick with 5, and if I can keep 5 videos a week going, then I'll be very happy. So loads of love to all of you, and see you next time.